Episode 5. Logan was not afraid at all and continued to kiss her face. Rosalyn tried to dodge, but he still kissed her on the forehead. The cold touch came over her as if being licked by a snake, making her feel nauseous. However, Logan did not care about her feelings and tore off her pajamas. When his calloused hand touched her lower back, she screamed in fear. Logan! The deafening scream stopped Logan's probing hand, but he only paused for a moment before pulling at her clothes again. Rosalyn regretted that she didn't bring a baseball bat to beat him to death. Logan, if you dare to or ate me tonight, I promise you'll see me in court tomorrow. Logan's hand paused again, but then he sneered, as if he had heard a great joke. I'm not even worried about the cops. You think I'd be afraid of seeing you in court? Rosalyn clenched her fists. I know your family is powerful, but I have my way. If you use your connections to fix me, I swear I'll make your scandal public. Sure, go ahead. It's been a while since I made headlines anyway. Logan raised an eyebrow and smirked. Logan was clearly not threatened at all. Rosalyn suddenly felt a strong sense of powerlessness. This bastard was not just some random pervert, but a rich and powerful man. He could casually change the narratives in news. If she fought with him head-on, it would be like throwing an egg against a rock. Rosalyn couldn't match his strength, nor did she have his strong background and power. To save herself, she would have to use some tricks. Rosalyn softened her voice. Mr. Taylor, I didn't mean to threaten you with anything. It's just that I don't feel comfortable sleeping with someone I don't love. Hearing this, Logan seemed a bit more relaxed, but he would not let go of his prey so easily. Oh yeah? But I can't wait to fuck you. He gave a peck on Rosalyn's collarbone. Rosalyn felt extremely disgusted, yet she had no choice but to endure it at the moment. How about giving me some time, so I can get used to it? When I fall in love with you, things will get easier. If you force me now, it won't be as pleasant for me. Logan was not convinced. It doesn't matter. As long as I enjoy it. What a cheeky jerk. Rosalyn resisted the urge to slap Logan as she continued to persuade him, but Mr. Taylor, sex with feelings is definitely better. Don't you want to try it? Logan was not a fool. He knew Rosalyn was only talking to him like this because she wanted to run away from him. He always thought Rosalyn was just dumb tits, never expecting her to be quite smart. It was interesting how she immediately changed her strategy when she noticed threats didn't work with him. Logan tilted his head and stared at Rosalyn for a while. Whatever. Sex is sex, it won't feel too different. Believe me, it's totally different. Only when two people truly love each other can they get a taste of that kind of sex. Logan leaned closer to Rosalyn. Did you get a taste of that? Rosalyn froze for a second. The memory of Andrew holding her in his arms flashed through her mind, and her heart suddenly ached. If Andrew knew about this, if he knew a pervert was trying to force himself on her, what would he do? Would he be angry? Jealous? Or... She tried to imagine how he'd feel, but a voice told her that he would not feel any of these things. Logan sneered at Rosalyn's silence. You want me to wait until you fall in love with me? That's cute. He hunted for prey to satisfy his desire. He had no time to develop feelings and all that crap for those women. Ridiculous and too much trouble. Rosalyn felt a bit defeated, but seeing the desire in Logan's eyes was not as strong as before. She tried to persuade on. Mr. Taylor, how about 3 months? When I fall in love with you, I will be happy to sleep with you, okay? No. Logan refused curtly. I can't wait for that long. But Rosalyn sensed that there was still room for negotiation. 2 months, then. Logan touched her cheek when he saw Rosalyn's eyes suddenly lit up. 3 days. He would like to do her right now, but she was right. It would not feel so great if he forced her. It might be exciting in a way, but if he wanted to do it with her in more ways, he would have to put in some effort. Sure, he'd let her get used to it first. It wouldn't hurt to wait a few days. He'd get more time to prepare some stuff, too. After all, a smart and pretty woman like Rosalyn should be enjoyed thoroughly. Rosalyn offered 3 months because she thought she would no longer be in this world by then. And if Logan still wanted her at that time, he could go and sleep with her ashes. But he would only give her 3 days, or Rosalyn found it hard to accept. As she was about to say something, Logan let go of her. She swallowed the words back. In any case, she could at least get away tonight. All right, babe. Logan bent down and kissed her on the cheek. I'll leave you alone tonight then. See you in 3 days. Rosalyn touched her cheek that had been kissed by this bastard, feeling disgusted. But she tried hard to keep an obedient face as she nodded. Logan was happy to see that face and finally got up and walked toward the door. By the way, he stopped halfway and turned to give Rosalyn a meaningful look. Polly is your friend, right? Babe. Rosalyn's mask of obedience cracked for a moment. He knew about Polly. He must have investigated everything about her. What about her? Rosalyn asked with a cold face. Nothing. Stay home and wait for me, okay? Don't go anywhere, Logan chuckled. Logan didn't say anything threatening, but Rosalyn knew exactly what he meant. If she dared to run away, he would go after Polly. Powerlessness once again crept up Rosalyn's spine, making her let go of her clenched fists. Leave her out of this. I will stay here for you. Logan blew her a kiss. That's my good girl. Disgusting. Rosalyn slammed the door shut and locked it. Then she ran into the bathroom. Getting in the bathtub, Rosalyn picked up her loofah and scrubbed hard at the places Logan had kissed and touched. Even when her skin turned red and bruised, she still felt it was not enough. She washed and washed until she was too tired to continue, and she finally started to calm down. Logan threatened her with Polly. She couldn't even run away. She must find a way to deal with the situation, or she would be tortured to death 3 days later. Rosalyn quickly wrapped herself in a bath towel and returned to the bedroom. She picked up her phone, wanting to call the police. But as she thought of Logan's power and influence, Rosalyn gritted her teeth and thought better of it. Her life didn't matter that much. She was going to die soon anyway. But Polly still had a future in front of her. She was about to get married. She couldn't get Polly into trouble. Rosalyn stood on the spot and thought for a long time. Finally, she went to the contacts on her phone, and her finger lingered on the number she had blacklisted. That familiar name brought her heart to beat hard and fast. He was the only one who would stand a chance against Logan. But he didn't want to see her anymore. If she called him, would he answer? After a long hesitation, she still didn't dare to make that call. She knew Andrew very well. When he got tired of something, he would never give it a second glance. He might think she was trying to pester him if she called to ask for his help. She had chosen to walk away with dignity. It'd be better not to bother him.
Full story is available at novelpalace.com. Click the link in the comment section to get it free.